Welcome into another Kentucky football preseason position preview brought to you by our friends at La Rosa's. With over 40 menu items ranging from pizza, wings, hoagies, fries, and desserts, you can take your Saturday to the next level by visiting larosas.com to order takeout or delivery today. I'm Nick Roush with Freddie Maggard and Adam Luckett. Today we are talking about the Kentucky tight ends, the big dogs, and one of them went out in the preseason. Keaton Upshaw suffered a season-ending injury. They've moved Isaiah Cummings in. Freddie, what does Cummings bring to the tight end room?
Cummings brings pass catching ability, transitioning from receiver to tight end. That is something that he can do. He can run routes. He can catch passes. He understands coverage. So I think he brings the athletic side to Justin Rigg and to Brendan Bates. So I think he brings the ability as a designated pass catcher to the tight end position.
How do you think he'll fit in, Luckett?
I think it's a really good fit. Long term, this is going to be his best probably chance to make it to the next level. He played some tight end in high school. And when you look at just his body type, that's kind of a fad right now, is that kind of tweener, flex tight end. And he's going to provide some position or some formation versatility for Liam Cohen's offense, where they're going to be able to do some different things with him and kind of play a little chess with the defense. Maybe get them in some advantageous situations where you can really take advantage of maybe getting Cummings lined up on a linebacker or a slower safety or whatnot. And we've seen in the NFL, it's all about taking what you have and fitting the best pieces where you can and being versatile as a play caller. And I think Cummings is going to allow Liam Cohen to do that.
The early reports are positive. Mark Stoops said he looks like a natural. Vince Marrow said, most receivers, you move them down, they're pretty soft. Not this guy. So great news out of camp so far. He'll be able to help Brendan Bates and Justin Rigg in there. And there's another player, though, very talented player in Jordan Dingle, who just got to campus. Quite bluntly, Freddie, do we think Jordan Dingle plays this fall?
Yes. Easy answer, yes. I think Jordan Dingle plays this fall. I think he would have played without the addition of Cummings and without Keaton Upshaw's injury. Kentucky thinks very highly of him, did so throughout the recruiting process. Dingle is more of a traditional online blocker tight end, but he is a very adept pass catcher. I saw him dominate the state championship game in Lexington at Kroger Field, and he played just about every position on the offense other than quarterback. He's versatile. He's much like Cummings. He can get one-on-one matchups in the slot at the traditional online tight end position. I do think Jordan Dingle plays, and he plays a lot in 2021.
What do you like about Dingle's game?
Projecting long-term, he could be the total package at tight end. You're looking at a guy 6'3", 6'4", can be about 245, can run. So at the point of attack as an inline tight end, he can give you value as a blocker, but then has the athleticism and the potential to grow as a receiver. So really you're looking at a kind of a two-way tight end and a guy that can do it all, and really is the kind of prospect you're looking for when you're looking for a tight end coming out of high school.
Now, we've mentioned the new guys, but the old guys, they're pretty. Brendan Bates, he shook off some injuries, played well last year. Justin Rigg shed 15 pounds. The talk of the town has been, we're going to see him throw more to the tight ends. Luckett, buying or selling, will Kentucky actually throw more to the tight ends in 2021?
I am buying it. I think they kind of have to. I think it's a big part of the offense. I think they're going to use the tight end position a lot. They're going to be out there. And I think a big sell of Liam Cohen's passing game was going to be how they could get the tight ends involved in the passing game. So I am buying that right now, that the tight ends are going to get more targets this season.
What about you, Freddie? It seems like the talk of the preseason was, hey, the Rams, they like their tight ends out there.
Yeah, I think Kentucky's going to utilize the tight ends because of necessity. Look, right now, you talked about 4 tight ends. Kentucky has 2 wide receivers, and then the depth chart is fluid behind them. So right now, in relation, in perspective, in context, they're more pass receiving tight ends than receivers. So Cohen likes to utilize multiple tight end sets, formations, personnel groupings. I can foresee the tight ends being utilized more, but we said that for the last, I can't remember how many years. So it's one thing I'm going to have to see it to believe it, but I do think it's going to happen.
CJ Conrad's season high was 4 receiving touchdowns. Is that surpassed by anyone this fall?
Any
Luckett?
tight end?
Yeah. Will a tight end catch 4
Okay.
or more touchdowns this fall, Luckett?
Well, a quarterback's going to have to throw for more than 10, 11, or 12 touchdowns to get there. I'll say no because I think it's going to be a lot of guys are going to get catches, I think, out of that room. So I'm going to take the under on that, but I do think you'll see Bates, Rigg, Cummings potentially all have multiple touchdowns this season.
So, Freddie, maybe the entire group catches more than 4 touchdowns. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, it's safe to say the group will, but I agree with Adam. The ball's going to be spread out to multiple tight ends, so I don't think any individual will exceed 4 touchdown catches.
Well, I know Vince Marrow is excited about his group. We're excited you all joined us on the latest edition of LaRosa's preseason position previews.